Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Natiluv Tarot. Disclaimer, this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. Next, if you need any type of medical professional help, please seek medical professional help. I am not a medical professional. Also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, my information in the description box below, or you can also email nattylovetarot@gmail.com. So this is going to be a very quick read because I already read on these people, but someone was asking, how does Lewis and Harry feel about Liam's passing? I believe they were all members in the One Direction band. So this is going to be quick. So how does Lewis and Harry feel, Spirit, about Liam's passing? How does Lewis and Harry feel about Liam's passing? How does Lewis and Harry feel? How does Lewis and Harry feel about Liam's passing? How does Lewis and Harry feel about, okay. How do they feel? How does Lewis and Harry feel about Liam's passing? How do they feel about Liam's passing? Okay. How do they feel? How do they feel, Spirit? Okay. So overall, in regards to Liam's passing, they feel tired about it. And tired in the sense of it's just very exhausting and draining to, being used to someone being alive and being around and their persona to them no longer being here. It's draining because you go through a lot of emotions and sadness. And what I see here is they are very sad. They're heartbroken by it. However, they're trying to contain their emotions deep down inside, but there's days where those emotions come up. It's like with the Lovers card here, it's a crossroads. So that symbolizes that the relationship wasn't at the best of best terms with Liam, and that kind of makes the emotional sting hurt even more. I feel like they're all trying to save face by acting like they're strong, they're confident, and that they're leaders, like that leader type of energy. But the truth is they break down inside, and they're very conflicted too when it comes to which paths to take and what to do, because it's like, all right, we lost our band member and the group is not the same. What do we do? Do we continue on? Do we just completely forget about the group? Like, what do we do to keep the group's legacy alive and going? So it's just a very hard situation because, again, you don't have that plus one person to chime in and put their input. And Liam seems to be a pivotal part of the group, and he's no longer here. However, they do have a sense of peace because with the Six of Pentacles here in the Sun card, I feel like they're happy that he's set free. Like whatever issues and problems and things he was dealing with and whatever pain was being caused to him, they feel like, all right, now the burden is lightened up. So they look at the positivity in that aspect, that he's no longer suffering or in pain. He can rest peacefully. It's just that it's still emotional because he's no longer physically here. So I feel like deep down inside, spiritually, they know that, okay, he's free, but they still kind of wish that the physical could have been here. I also pick up regret. I pick up, I keep hearing, damn, all the things I could have done, all the things I could have said, all the things we could have built together. I wish that we could have done better by each other. It's a lot of regret here, guys. It's a lot of sadness, a lot of deep down hidden sadness just coming up. And it comes up more and more. And it's funny because they say that time heals wounds. However, people forget that grieving has no time limit. Grieving has no timeline. So you can go through the grieving process at the beginning, then you can kind of feel like, all right, you're starting to heal up a little bit, and then the slightest thing will set you back again and you start to feel it. And I feel like that's what's happening with Lewis and Lewis and Harry. Like they have their days where they feel like, okay, I can do this, I'm okay with it, I'm healing from this, I'm processing this. And then they have their days where it's just like, damn, like it hits them and it gets a little choked up and emotional. And it's a lot. Like, my thing to them, I also feel like, too, because the Devil card is here at the bottom of the deck, this is symbolizing, too, that they cope with their feelings by toxic behaviors and habits. because the pain is a lot to deal with. And guys, I know, like, from the outside we're probably saying, well, you know, they have family, they have this, that, none of that means anything, right? When you truly care about a person deep down inside, and then you guys are not on the best of terms, and then something so tragic happens like that, it eats you up inside, because everything starts racing back, all of the memories from the good times to the bad times. Then the guilt starts to set in, then the anxiety, the fear of, oh my goodness, what's going to happen now? Like, all these different types of emotions come shooting at you at one time, and it makes your chest feel heavy, it makes your head feel heavy. And I don't know if you guys understand that, like, men don't really like to be emotional, and then when they start to feel like they want to cry about it, it's like they're holding it in. But have you ever noticed that when you hold in a cry, it's painful, it hurts, it's heavy? So they're dealing with some real heavy energy when it comes to Liam's passing. They are not happy about this, obviously. So for all the ones thinking, oh, maybe they didn't care about, no, they're not happy that he passed away. They are it's slowly killing them inside to know that that was his fate at the end. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like if they could reverse time, they would reverse it back to kind of make amends and to help him a little bit more, so that he wouldn't have ended up in that situation. So it's eating them up terribly, and it's also making them think about their lives and the path that they're going down. But at the same time, they're still low-key crashing out behind the scenes and doing, you know, misguided behaviors and stuff that to help cope with the pain, because they're dealing with a loss of someone that they cared about. They're dealing with regret, anxiety, fear, and they're dealing with real life problems that they have on their own personal. So it is a lot. So they are definitely still grieving and going through the grieving process when it comes to Liam. I mean, I feel like it's going to take them a while to fully accept what happened, and to get to a place to where they feel comfortable and accepting what has taken place. So that is how Lewis and Harry feels about Liam's passing, guys. I am Natiluv Tarot. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. And again, please book a personal reading with me. Thank you.